Hi there, I am Pradeep. In this video, I will be guiding you how Pandas work. Pandas library is an analytics and management library. It's based upon Python programming language. It's easy to use, flexible as it is an open source. Data analytics data scientists use this Pandas frequently to extract the valuable insights and visualization from the dataset, which can be a SQL table, Excel, etc. It works similarly as SQL also, like we can perform group by joins, etc., like merging the data of multiple data sets. So let's get started with the Pandas. So this is the official documentation website of Pandas. You can refer if you want to read it. And as I discussed, these are the file formats which are supported for Pandas, and these are the functions for read the data, and these are the functions to write the data. I'm using Github from Anaconda. If you want to download Anaconda, you can download in this website. So it's available on Windows, Mac OS, and Linux. So let me open my Anaconda. Yes, let me launch my notebook. Yes, before starting, I want to create one folder so I can store in that. So like, let me rename this folder Pandas Practice. Pandas Practice. So I guess this is the empty folder. Yes. Now let me open my Safari. In my desktop, Pandas Practice. Let me create one new notebook. So before starting Pandas, let us know a bit more about Pandas. Pandas was built upon NumPy. NumPy is dedicated for array object to process more faster than traditional Python arrays or list. So, and other one is it's a rich data structure. As Pandas was built upon NumPy, we can execute the fastest cells and we can store more data, and it's flexible for data manipulation, and it also provides us indexing functionalities. Pandas data structures are two types. One is series, second one is data frame. Series is a one-dimensional array, like we call this as 1D. Let's call this 1D, and it's a and data frame is a multi-dimensional. So let me write 2D. Let me comment out this. For commenting, I'm using on my Mac Command plus Shift. Similarly, on Windows, you can use Shift plus / for commenting. The main reason I have been commenting is the cell was in the mode of code mode. If for the better readability and like for better reference, you can change it to the markdown mode. Like let me show it. So if I run this, see, it looks good, right? And similarly, I do this for the upper cell also. So here the hashtag represents the header tag. The one hashtag represents the head one. So two hashtags represent the two header tag, and three represents the three header tag. So I'm using third header tag for heading. See, this is how it looks. So to get started with Pandas, first we need to install the Pandas library in our environment. So for installing, I'm using pip install pandas. If you see here, I already installed Pandas in my environment, so I need to install again and again. And if you're using Google Colab, you don't need to install Pandas because it's already in cloud. Just now I need to just import it, and also import NumPy. For series, for one dimensional, let me show one example for that. Here, if you want to see what series parameter was expecting from us, you can just type Shift plus Tab on your keyboard and you can see what are the parameters it's expecting for us, like data, index, type. That's all. That initially there are none, so writing the data first, and second the index part. Like, let me write now. First one data array, and second one's the index, what I need to know. So let us see initially what it shows. The only I written only data part, data array. So this is how we can see the indexing part. It by default it tells 0 1 2 3, it assigned automatically. And if you want to keep indexing, you can just write here on the array. Now if I run again, you can see the index was changed, like first one 1 2 3 4. Now let us see one example for data frame. Let me assign a variable. Here let us assign df equal to pd dot data frame. So similarly, like series, here also we'll see what are the parameters data frame is expecting from us, like shift plus tab. So if I expand it, you can see it expecting from us data, index, column. So here the data will be a, we will be inserting data as a, and index will be assigned automatically, and columns as names and marks. Let me write data as a, and columns as name and marks. And let me print this. So here is how we can see the data frame two-dimensional format. If I need to add new column, just write df brackets GPA, and here I'll write as GPAs as 8, 9, 10. So let us see df. So if you see here, the GPA column has been updated here. So if you want to assign GPA as 10 to all, you can also do like that, like just 10, and if you see the whole column has been assigned as 10. So this is also one way to do. If you want to display only two columns, that is name and GPA, you can do that, like df double brackets, then column names you want to see name, I want to see name, and GPA. If I run this, you can see it displays only the name and GPA part. Now if you want to see any null values in the data set, you can do it like df dot isNull function dot sum. It tells us the total number of null values in our data set. So we didn't have any null values. Let me keep one null value. Let me show you np.nan. It tells us to keep one null value over here, so we can see a null value. And if I run this, you can see in marks I have kept one null value, so it shows us the total number of null values in the marks is 1. So this is the example for data frame. If you want to read the data from data sets, from Kaggle we can see CSV files and XML like that. So let us download one Kaggle dataset and read it. So this is my Chrome, and if I open Kaggle, if I go to datasets, I can download here. So I guess I need to sign in first. So now I'm sign in, and if you want to download, you can download here the dataset, and it's download here. It means open for here. So stores, I guess I already have this. So now what I'll do is I just move this to my Pandas practice. Now I guess it moved to that. Now if I see in my Pandas practice, you can see the stores.csv file. To read the data set from CSV, we'll do like, let me show data as a variable and pd dot read CSV. So here my file name was stores.csv. So if I run this, it was assigned. Now if I want to see the top 5 of my dataset, top 5 rows of my dataset, I can write command data.head. It gives us the top 5 in my dataset, and if I want to see bottom down, like you can write data.take. These are the bottom down 5. So if you can customize here, like I want to see 10, you can see top 10, and if I want to see bottom 20, you can see bottom 20. You can customize it as you can. If I want to see the total number of null values, you can see data.isNull.sum. It shows everything is filled with values and no null values in our dataset. If I want to print more than 50,000 orders, you can do that. Like, let me show it. Data of store. Let me copy and paste it so no errors will become. More than 50,000. Now if I run this, they are like 605 rows which are more than 50,000 order sales. So this is how you can read and create the data frame and series and read from CSV or anything else you want to see. So that's it for the part 1 video. In part 2 I will be discussing, let me edit this mode as markdown. In next video I'll be discussing how to merge two dataset and how to append datasets and concat with the rows and columns, and joins like left join, right join, and outer join, inner joins, and group by, sorting and dropping, re-indexing the columns and rows, and filling null values.